I'm here tonight with Jonny Houlihan.
Houlihan it is.
Okay. Who inspired you to be a part of the music industry?
Golly. I knew pretty much at a young age that I was going to do music for a living. I even went so far as I graduated high school early just because I had enough credits. And I knew I wanted to not necessarily be an artist, but I knew I wanted to be a songwriter and a producer. So I moved to Nashville right away. Right after my parents gave me the permission to kind of go, I packed. I'm kind of that cliche where I packed up, a couple $100 and a couple guitars and got in my truck and I left and I never came back. The inspiring wise, I'm inspired by pretty much all music. There's not really a genre or a person. I just knew from a young age I wanted to do it for a living.
What's the best song you ever released and why?
Ooh. It's funny though. I have a really cool job of being contracted as a songwriter for a big, huge company that's global. So I would have to say there's a song called "Feels Like Home" that I put out that I know has put me on the map as far as viral to where, it's been streamed over 26 million times. So I don't know per se if that's my best song, but it's the song that kind of gave me notoriety to where I'm able to do this on a different level. So, but it's also a song that I'm super proud of. At least they didn't pick. They picked I'm a pretty deep writer, and I like to write about life and love and things that stir emotions. So that's definitely a song that kind of encompasses all those. So if one is to be picked, and embraced by the public, I'm very glad it was that one for sure.
Being a musician, what do you like for the most?
What do I like the most from being a musician, or just? Yeah. Like I said, I never really was out chasing to be on stage. I love being on stage. Don't get me wrong. I do love the adoration. But like I said, I searched this journey out strictly to write songs and to produce music. So I'm one of those guys that is completely content, sitting in a studio for 17 hours a day and never coming out. I'm just one of those guys. So far, I built a recording studio, full-blown recording studio on my farm in Tennessee. So I literally, can wake up. I'm one of those guys who can wake up, stay in his pajamas, have a cup of coffee and go down to the front part of my property, and I have a full-blown recording studio there. So I literally live there. That's all I do. So that's my favorite part, is the creating part. I love to create music.
Okay. We got one of your tracks called Hey Girl.
Hey Girl, yes. Hey Girl just came out a couple weeks ago. So I try to put out new music every month. And I know, so last year I probably put out 3 albums, and I'm slated to put out 3 albums again this year. So, but this is the first of the EPs. But it's all love songs. So since I write so many songs for other people, sometimes I just make theme records or theme songs. This one's just about, finding a girl and trying to make her fall in love with you. So
we're gonna play it here.
All right.
I got the weekend off with nothing to do, so hey girl, how about me and you go somewhere quiet where you and I can go catch up, maybe talk for a while, pack a picnic, throw a blanket down, have a bite to eat right there on the ground, steal a kiss, taste your lips, your everything, girl, you got me saying, hey girl, I'd like to be your guy, hey girl, spend some time. Hey girl, how about the rest of your life? Hey girl, we can take it nice and slow. Hey girl, you should know. Hey girl, you are my world. Hey girl, let's give us a whirl. Hey girl. Top of my game when you're with me, so why don't you stay here permanently? Make me the happiest man around. Let's find a place on the edge of town. Start every morning by your side, end every day saying goodnight. I can't get enough of your love, your everything. Girl, you got me saying, hey girl, I'd like to be your guy. Hey girl, if you don't mind. Hey girl, I'd like to spend some time. Hey girl, how about the rest of your life? Hey girl, we can take it nice and slow. Hey girl, you should know. Hey girl, you are my world. Hey girl, let's give us a whirl. Hey girl. Hey girl, I wanna be your everything. Spend the rest of my life saying, hey girl, I'd like to be your guy. Hey girl, if you don't mind. Hey girl, I'd like to spend some time. Hey girl, how about the rest of your life? Hey girl, we can take it nice and slow. Hey girl, you should know. Hey girl, you are my world, so let's give us a whirl. Hey girl. Well, hey girl. Well, hey girl, you are my world. Hey girl.
One thing you would change in the music industry?
What is one thing I would change in the music industry? Wow. I guess it would probably be, I mean, everybody always complains about, the money that they make for streaming. I probably, if I could change one thing, would probably be the streaming. I loved it when people bought albums, and I know it's easy, and I know it's probably the sign of the times, and it's been the sign of the times forever. And believe me, I love the streaming services and I use them, but there's something super special about going and buying a CD, and opening up the cartridge and like reading all the notes and stuff like that. I miss that. Not that I'm mad that it kind of shifted to something else. But if I was to change one thing, I would make it authentically to where you still had to go out and buy albums and CDs, because I thought those were the greatest things in the world.
Okay. How did you learn to sing, write, and play?
I've been playing guitar for almost 35 years. So I started super young. So like literally don't know my life without a guitar in my hand. So as far as singing and writing songs, I did that probably at the age of 8 and 9. So I've been writing songs for 30 years as well. And it's a thing where it has started. I don't have to. It's funny. I mean, if you work your fanny off and learn your niche, you don't necessarily have to have hit songs out there to make a really good living writing songs. There are a lot of people that need songs and soundtracks and music. You know what I mean? So if you're inventive, and have an entrepreneur's heart, being a songwriter is a wonderful, wonderful living.
Okay. What's next for you?
For me, so probably obviously nobody. I wanted a tour this year, and do like a songwriting tour, but the pandemic stopped that in March. So obviously, I mean, there's about 5 or 6 acts that I produce and that I mentor. So I'll probably produce another album on Brittany Clark. I'll probably produce an album on a couple other artists that are just coming up. You know what I mean? And then I'll definitely will drop 3 albums this year for sure. So I mean, I'll put out 30 songs this year for my hardcore fans. And then once this pandemic lifts, I probably will get on the road and start playing out again, and doing just songwriter showcases and songwriter nights at small theaters just to have some fun.
I know they're thinking about canceling football this year.
Oh, I know. That's what I'm saying. It's so funny. It's like you didn't think like this. I first thought, I was like, okay, this is going to be weird, but I mean, we're going into like 4 months, and like things that you just thought were staples in America and the world are just like being canceled and forgotten about. I'm like, the world is definitely changing. Yeah. So it's actually, but you know what though? It's good for songwriters though. There's a lot of crap to write about.
Where can people go and see videos, music, and events? Pretty much I'm all over social media. So I mean, there's obviously Facebook pages with my name. There's YouTube. YouTube has all my songs on there and all my videos. And then I'm one of the producers for the Facebook and their Facebook sound collection. So what I do as a producer and a musician and a writer is I write Facebook original songs that they can use in their library content for people to put soundtracks to any video or any movie or anything that they need royalty-free music for. So you can go on Facebook Sound Collection, and I'll have over 200 songs on there that I was contracted with Facebook to do anything you'd like with them. You can put them on anything. So without permission, they are royalty-free as a gift, just to spread the love of music around. Well, thanks for being on the show tonight. I really enjoyed meeting you and talking to you.
Enjoyed meeting you as well. I appreciate you, my friend. Stay safe and stay healthy, and we'll talk soon.
Okay, maybe we can have you back sometime.
Absolutely. You let me know when, and I'll make it happen.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Appreciate you. Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
All right.